All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving our praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chahakodash. Divine is unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to say much love unto the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and also want to say peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to read the book of Exodus, chapter 6, verse 1 down to verse 13. And Lord willing, this is edifying, all right? It's a very, very good passage here, man, that I like personally. So let's get into it here. This is the GNT Bible. Exodus chapter 6, verse 1, it says, Then the Lord Yahweh said to Moses, Now you are going to see what I will do to the king. I will force him to let my people go. In fact, I will force him to drive them out of his land. Now, this is when, Moses went before Pharaoh. He did the miracles and everything. And Pharaoh wouldn't listen. And it got to a point to where, Pharaoh got pissed off. And he brought more hell on the Israelites because Moses was asking Pharaoh to let them go. And so he put more hell on Israel. He told them to go find their own straw, this, that, and the third. And they was pissed off at Moses for going to Pharaoh, right? But the Lord sent him to Pharaoh. And so in chapter 6, the Lord said, okay, now you're going to see what I'm going to do to Pharaoh. He said, I'm going to force him to let my people go and force him to push them out of the land, right? Verse 2 says, the Most High spoke to Moses and said, I am the Lord Yahweh. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as Almighty God, but I did not make myself known to them by my holy name, the Lord Yahweh. Now, they did know the name of the Lord, okay? It wasn't well known in the earth, but our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, did know the name of the Lord, okay? So, reading on here, it says, verse 4, I also made my covenant with them, promising to give them the land of Canaan, the land in which they have lived as foreigners. Now I have heard the groaning of the Israelites, whom the Egyptians have enslaved, and I have remembered my covenant. And just back then, how the Lord remembered and he heard our forefathers' groanings, same thing today, man. The Lord hear our groanings. He remembered the covenant, man. And this is why we got this truth, okay? Us having this word is evidence that the Most High remembered us, man. And he remembered his covenant, all right? It says, verse 6, so tell the Israelites that I say to them, I am the Lord Yahweh. I will rescue you and set you free from your slavery to the Egyptians. It's going to be the same thing today. The Lord going to save us from the slavery and captivity of Esau, right? Because right now, Esau has the power. It says, I will raise my mighty arm to bring terrible punishment upon them, and I will save you. Just as the Lord plagued ancient Egypt back then, he's going to plague and judge this new spiritual Egypt by fire, right? It says, you will know that I am Yahweh your God when I set you free from slavery in Egypt. And man, oh man, when our forefathers got saved, they did acknowledge the Most High, man. And they saw the power. It's going to be the same thing in our time. When the Lord saved his elect, man, which we're hoping and praying to be of that number, we're going to know for sure, right, that Yahweh is the true power and his son Yahweh Shai is the Lord and King, right? It says, verse 8, I will bring you to the land that I solemnly promised to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and Jacob, and I will give it to you as your own possession. I am the Lord Yahweh. Moses told this to the Israelites But they would not listen to him because their spirit had been broken by their cruel slavery. So the Lord gave Moses a promise to give to the Israelites, man. But guess what? They didn't want to listen to that because their spirit had been broken, man. Just how it was back then, it's the same thing today. The reason why Jake not listening is because Jake's spirit has been broken by cruel slavery, bro. Esau put hell on Jake. And Jake always asked the question, where was God during slavery? Why God didn't intervene during slavery? They know the hell we caught. And so with us coming with the message of salvation, of us being Israelites, of us going back to the Holy Land, Jake don't want to hear that, bro. Because we've been in captivity for so long. In the mind of Jake, who don't believe, they see no hope. They see no deliverance, no salvation out of America, man. And so their minds, their wants, their treasures is tied to this place, man. Tied to Esau's kingdom. But for those of us who have understanding and who have been given the spirit, we know for sure that the Lord is going to send Yahweh back to save us out of this mess. Okay? But the 2/3 of our people, they ain't going to listen. Right? This is why it's only for the elect. Verse 10 says, Then the Lord said to Moses, Go and tell the king of Egypt that he must let the Israelites leave his land. But Moses replied, Even the Israelites will not listen to me. So why should the king? I am such a poor speaker. The Lord Yahweh commanded Moses and Aaron, Tell the Israelites and the king of Egypt that I have ordered you to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. So the Most High, he gave Moses and Aaron that order saying, look, bro, just go tell Pharaoh what I said. I know how Israel feel. I know the hell, okay? I know what you're saying, whatever. Go tell them what I said, because the Most High was getting ready to do a mighty work in Egypt. And we know, according to the account, he did do a mighty work, right? He put hell on Pharaoh and them Egyptians, and then ultimately, he destroyed Pharaoh and his army in the sea, man, right? So the point being here, man, is that don't let this captivity and the cruel bondage that we have been through quench your belief, right? Or overthrow your belief, man. We got in this hell, in this captivity, because we disobeyed the Most High, right? But the promise is that we're going back to the Holy Land. That's their promise. And this second Exodus will be a global deliverance, man, from the four corners of the earth, okay? It's brothers and sisters all around the world of the elect, man, that's going to be saved when Yahweh shall come back. And we're approaching that time, all right? So just keep the faith, man, because sooner or later, we will receive the end of our faith, and that is salvation, right? As it says here in Peter. I'm gonna grab that real quick. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 8. It says, "Whom having not seen ye love, in whom though ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls." That's gonna happen when Yahweh shall come back, all right? We're gonna get the kingdom, man. So just keep holding on, bro. You know, this hell don't feel good. You know, going through things don't feel good. That's fine. But don't let this captivity and the thing that you go through, bro, overshadow your belief in Yahweh Shai, bro. Overshadow your hope in the scriptures. Your hope in the scripture is supposed to be far above your captivity or trial that you're going through. Keep in mind, it tells you in Hebrews that Yahweh Shai, he set his mind or his eyes on the joy that was set before him. He endured the cross. He went through shame and spitting and beating, being unalived. He didn't let that hell overshadow the kingdom and the blessing that was coming to him. So we have to take on that same mentality, man. All right. So I'm going to close out with that, man. Just wanted to read that account in Exodus. All right. Very, very powerful account. Lord willing, those edifying. I'll praise you. How about you, Shai by Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Shalom, brother.